All right, good morning. I have not played this since a publication and since I received my book in the mail, Tally Ho. This uses the engagement engine, EGE engine. The EGE engine is designed for large mass kind of information or chaos among multiple variables. One roll of the dice per turn will account for every single thing involved. So it's really ideal for simulating battlefields or just stuff that has a lot going on, and all you have to do is roll one time and resolve it. And of course, from that resolution, you will see the narrative. It's I'm incredibly proud of the EGE engine. Again, it kind of came to me as a flash with Gladiators, and then I evolved it more and created Tally Ho. I'm really proud of the book. Dell's artwork is so amazing with this. It's just for such a sweet little tabletop campaign game, purposely set in the World War I biplane. You are a wing commander of a unit. You can do one-offs, so you can play out the campaign, or you can make your own campaigns. I'm going to do a one-off here this morning. So the reason this is coming up is, one, I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm a little rusty. But I had a question about hits versus depletion. So the game, a hit means you've scored something against the targets. Depletion would be required if you were, say, destroying a target. So let's say I'm doing a photograph mission. I just need to score a hit against all the targets we're trying to photograph. That's all. I don't have to destroy them. I just got to get a hit, and then we can go home and we're safe. If I'm there to bomb a factory or destroy the tanks or whatever, I have to destroy them. I have to deplete them. So you can achieve success like mapping. You just got to get a hit and you can leave. Or if it's photography, you just got to get a hit. But if it's a factory or something and you're in a bombing mission, you have to destroy the targets, right? Which means you have to hit them multiple times. Well, not all of them. Some targets, like this one, I'm going to do. So let's just play. All right. So I'm Wing Commander Wing Commander Lieutenant Colonel Graham. This is, by the way, this would be, let's say, July 19, I don't know, 18 maybe. I'm not certain exactly. I'm fascinated by World War I and II. I've read a lot. I've watched a lot of films, studied it, but I'm not an expert in it, so I can't. I purposely left this kind of vague so people who are art historians could set up, the exact base and the people and the pilots. I don't want to. I want to leave it in such a way that people can just suspend disbelief and enjoy it as a vague World War One wing commander game. All right, we have Major on this mission. I'm sending out Major Charlie Hornish. He is the leader on this mission. He is 4 experience, so he's not quite an ace. He is accompanied by Lieutenant John Jugs Abernathy. He's 2 experience. Lieutenant Mike Stone, 2 experience, and a brand new recruit, Harry Clark, only 1 experience, but I rolled a 5-9. This kid has potential to be a superstar. He has 2 defensive scores, 5 and 9. So Harry Clark, though, unfortunately, very susceptible to being shot down because he's a babe in the woods. But this kid is going to be great if we can keep him alive. And I put him in my best dogfighter. So I've got Charlie Hornish in a fighter bomber. I've got Jugs in a bomber, and then I have 2 support protective planes. Mike Stone is in a fighter, and Harry Clark is in my best fighter. All right. So again, you can see the best one is, I don't know, a Sopwith or something. Anyway, long story short, we have a 6-turn mission. We have to eliminate the AA guns for future bombing raid. So all the other things that show up here are not our targets. They are things that can cause us problems we can engage in. But we need to destroy these 3 AA guns. We have 6 turns to do it. Turn 1. And again, of all of the game engines that I've worked on and created in my 30 years, 40 years now of creating games, this particular engine I am probably the most proud of. Although it's not the kind of engine you could do easily for all things, right? The time engine, you can literally do darts and bowling and golf and football, hockey. EGE engine is really great for mass stuff. Like we want to resolve everything with one roll. Here we go. So it's a early morning and we're flying high in the clouds. And turn one, what's going on? So seven. Seven means nothing. So we're high in the clouds. We have not either arrived at our target or we have not seen our target. So already we've lost a turn. We only have 6 turns to achieve this. So we got to get it done. Turn 2. 12. Uh-oh. So now we look down here. We say, well, 12. Yep. Jugs. We come out of the clouds and Charlie and Harnish and Abernathy spot one of the targets. And we fly down. Jugs, 8 to 12. Jugs gets a hit on one. So we are going to knock out an AA gun. So we have knocked out an AA gun. So Jugs gets an AA kill. But no one else is engaged for us. However, for them, 2 of their AA guns are going to get hits on us. Remember, highest value target first, or the last target, or the same target. These 2, we know now why Charlie Harnish failed to score a hit. These other 2 shot Charlie Harnish. Harnish has now been damaged. So Harnish suffers AA fire, stress 2. So he's already down to 2 stress. So our leader at least absorbed most of the anti-aircraft gunfire. And in a way, I can visualize as they come down, he's the first one. Most of those guns start firing on him. Meanwhile, because of that, Jugs is able to get a hit on the 3rd one. So we have knocked out 1, right? So 1's down, and it's only turn 3. Okay, and by the way, I rolled a 12. So 12 is a good roll for 3, at least 4 combatants. Turn 3. Uh-oh, this is going to be, we know from the value, right? So if it's 2 to 6, we know it's aerial. If it's 8 to 12, we know it's ground. So we know this is a dogfight. Somewhere in the skies, we got, or it could be infantry firing on our that kind of thing. But this is going to involve our fighters, right? So 5. So you'll start to learn what the range of numbers does. So, okay, now, so turn 1, nothing happened. We were trying to find the targets. We were high in the clouds. We busted out of the clouds, and we spot the artillery, and we go in. The other planes are, of course, engaging, I'm sure, dodging. That AA fire might have been at them, etc., etc. Meanwhile, Charlie Hornish suffered 2 stress. Jugs got a hit. And 5. Okay, so 5 tells us, of our group, okay, Stone, so Charlie Hornish can score a hit on something. But again, aerial. He cannot hit an AA gun. He can only shoot. So he can only hit ground targets on a 10. So Charlie Hornish on 5 can score a hit. So he's going to come over here and look at plane B. Plane B can suffer 2 hits. They have a defense of 3, so he cannot defend himself. So Hornish, though, is going to do... Hornish is going to shoot down a plane. So Hornish is actually going to knock out plane C. So Hornish kills a C, right? So he's going to score a kill. Now that, remember, this is simultaneous. That plane, if it's in the range, he still gets his gunshot, his fires off. Okay, next up we have the new kid, Harry Clark, who also scores a hit of 2 to 6. So he scores a hit. And he is going to take out, now we could go highest value. I could take out the balloon. I'm just going to take out plane C. So we're going to get a kill. So the new kid, Clark, is going to score a kill. C. And again, you'll see my strategy when I play games like this. My goal is always to, so what's the surest way to lose in games that have combat? Being outnumbered. I don't care if you're playing D&D, old school D&D, and you're surrounded by 24 goblins. It's not the goblins' abilities. It's that there's so many of them. You have to kill. You have to remove those chances off the board. So I'll give you a secret strategy. Remove other combatants as fast as possible, right? Okay. So we have knocked out two planes in a dogfight. So both Clark and Hornish coming out of his dive, engages with planes, takes out a plane. Meanwhile, Harry Clark does as well. Okay, but this same five now, we have to turn and look. Well, plane B is going to get a hit. And we do have a defense. We do. Jugs has a defense of 5, so he can't hit Jugs. Remember, highest value target of yours. So the enemy always targets highest value or same value or last value. The AA guns had hit Charlie. Charlie's same target. He is still highest value. So plane B, while Hornish is shooting down plane C, plane B will hit Charlie. He's now down to 1. So Charlie suffers stress. Hornish stressed by B. Okay, next up we have another 2 to 5 balloon. Oh no, again. That would be next target. So that's Jugs or Harry Clark or Mike Stone. Mike Stone would suffer, again, I get to choose here because they're all equal now. At this point, they're all 2s. Actually, yeah, they're all 2s. Highest target, same target, or last target. So highest target, we don't have that now. Same target, Charlie Hornish. So Hornish is stressed by B, and then he's driven into the balloon. So Hornish goes down as his stress hits 0. So Hornish is now out, the balloon. So you can imagine there's a dogfight. Hornish takes down C, but doesn't see B, and trying to elude B ends up running into a balloon. He's driven into the balloons, or a balloon, by B as well. So B has got him down. We'll do the In God's Hands roll. So now does he survive? He's in God's hands. That's what the name of the rule is, right? In God's hands. So let's find out what happens to Major Charlie Hornish. 4. He is a POW, lost for the remainder of the war. So Hornish will be a POW. So he's not dead, but he's gone for the remainder of the war. We lose him, and we lose that bomber plane. So we lose a fighter bomber lost. Okay, anything else? That's it. So we accounted for plane B and the balloons on a hit on 5. Turn 4, we only got 3 turns left. Turn 4. 7. Oh, nothing happened. So that's probably good. So basically we're circling, we're coming back around, trying to get a shot at another, trying to dive bomb. We only have 1 bomber left. Turn 7 though, nothing happens. Wow, turn 5. Folks, this is almost over. Turn 5, we're going to get 6. Oh, that we know that's aerial, right? So again, back to the dogfight. Okay, so 6 for us is the kid, right? 6 is going to score a hit. It cannot score it on a ground target. Remember, AA guns, infantry are ground targets. So he's going to score a hit on the plane. So Clark, in tears, as he's seen his major shot down, Clark turns his ire, the young man who's probably been being, maybe Major Charlie Hornish was kind of his guiding light. And Clark, angry, turns his ire on plane B and gets a hit on B. However, plane B cannot hit. Nope, they don't score any hits. So Clark, on his way out of town, takes his ire out on plane B. And the final turn is going to be 9. We are going to see a bombing run. Hallelujah. This will give us a chance to get another hit. Okay, so bombing run for Jugs is a hit, and we're going to take out another AA target. So Jugs gets a second hit. So Jugs is knocked out. AA kill. Unfortunately, that AA gun and the other AA gun and the infantry all score hits. So that's 3 hits I have to account for. For next in line, they're all highest targets. So John Jugs suffers a hit. So we're going to get an AA hit on Jugs. So Jugs now is down to 1. And then we're going to get, and that AA gun was wiped out. So the AA gun that he hit also hit him. AA gun number 2 is going to land a hit. That's going to be on Stone. So Stone suffers stress. Stone, AA hit on Stone. And the third is infantry. And the infantry is going to get a hit. What did I roll? A 9? Ah, no. Harry Clark has a defensive 9. So Harry Clark is safe. So we have to turn back and we have to put that damage on something else. So we're going to put that damage on same target, last target. So that's Mike Stone. So it's going to be infantry, shoots, down, Stone. So we're going to lose a second plane. But let's see. Stone is in God's hands. So let's flip open this book. Let's go find In God's Hands. 6, recovered, assigned a new aircraft. Hallelujah. So he will parachute into friendly territory, and Stone will be reassigned. So Stone is recovered, but he'll be in the infirmary. Stone shot down, but he will be recovered. So he's smart enough to parachute into friendly territory where they'll find him, bring him home. He'll be injured. And because that's it, that's the 6 turns. Our mission is a failure. Because our job was to eliminate all AA guns, we left 1 AA gun. So Hornish, so here's our mission results. Mission results, failure, no CP, Hornish, POW, Stone, infirmary. Let's see here. Jugs with 2 kills. And Clark with a kill. So Clark got a kill and a hit on B. Clark again. And so again, at the end of the month, if Clark survives to the end of the month, Clark will go up to a 2. And again, he's a 5'9". You really want to see pilots who have defense against both aerial, and it's difficult. You got to roll, I think, a 12. I think I had to roll a 12 on that. And then again, I put him in my best fighter. And fortunately, good thing I did, because the infantry would have shot him down. He only has 1. So that infantry hit on Clark would have shot him down. Fortunately, because he's a 9, I had to put that hit somewhere else. I put it on Stone. And Stone, fortunately, was recovered. So we lost the plane. So we're going to lose Hornish's plane, and we're going to lose Mike Stone's plane. But we do get back with 3 pilots and 2 planes. Mission was a failure. We weren't able to get all 3 of those in 6 turns. But 2 7s kind of screwed us. The good thing about 7s is they also get relief for you. You don't suffer anything, but you can't do anything. So 2 of these turns were realigning. You can imagine they're engaged in a dogfight, and then they disengage, and they're coming around, and Jugs is trying to come around for a bombing run. Meanwhile, they're trying to engage in dogfights. So how does you account for a 7? Well, they're all over the place, right? It's chaos. It's war. It's chaotic battlefield. So, and there you have it, folks. That's Tally Ho. Again, I've said it before. This is, I would say, for 2006. When did we publish this? Yeah, I would say this is, for me personally, this is my most proud work for 2026. Really hard to say, because I also put out Parallax Football in 2026. However, I have already created really good football games. For me, this is probably what I'm most proud of for all of 2026 is the EGE engine and Tally Ho. Gladiators is amazingly fun as well, but it's not as rich. A complete, guide and rule book. Gladiators is kind of simple by comparison to this. So I'm very, very happy with this. I'm very, very proud of Parallax Football for 2026 as well. And of course, as a company, I'm really, really happy with Dell's Gridiron. All of them are fantastic. There's no doubt 2026 is the best year for Candlelight Games. 2023 we put out, or 2024, I can't remember. It was either January of the end of 23, the beginning of 24. We put out Dark Age of Man, our very first game, which I've said before is our flagship. But it's a role playing game, so you got to have a group of people and be able to play. For the most part, you don't have to, but that was amazing. It took us 4 years to design and create that using